Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors is one of the best players of all time and the best shooter in NBA history. He is credited with changing the game by encouraging more teams and players to attempt three-pointers. Curry has won 4 NBA titles, was most recently named MVP of the NBA Finals and the NBA All-Star Game, and has been named to the NBA's All-Decade Team. He has also been named to the NBA's All-NBA teams 8 times, including 4 times on the first team. Today's video will be about what NBA players really think about Stephen Curry. Before we go any further, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting NBA content. Let's keep rolling! If you have seen even a fraction of an NBA season recently, you will agree that Stephen Curry is the best shooter who's ever graced a gym floor with a basketball. You can't get where you want to go in life without getting the attention of others, and your peers in particular, so let us discuss what other players have to say about Steph and his accomplishments. Number 1. Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson recognizes Steph Curry's all-time greatness. A former All-Star point guard and facilitator, Allen Iverson is regarded as one of the league's all-time greats. He visited Complex Con Long Beach, where he sat down for an interview with the load management podcasts Chops and Adam Caparel. During the conversation, Iverson explained why he thinks Curry is one of the best players in NBA history. He said, "When it comes to people, Steph is at the top of my list. This is why he is now my point guard. Like me, I think he altered the rules of the game. I believe you to be the greatest shooter who has ever played the game. I've never seen a basketball player with such a good jump shot and deft ball handling skills. Sorry, I'm just a huge supporter of Steph Curry." Allen Iverson and Stephen Curry are 2 of the most distinctive basketball players to ever play in the NBA. Both players had to adjust and step up their respective games because they were both considered relatively undersized in weight, Iverson at 6'0" and Curry at 6'3". They both exceeded expectations and became 2 of the most significant athletes ever to play the sport. Iverson, who was just 6 feet tall, had to find unconventional methods to score at the rate fans were accustomed to watching. With his superb ball handling, he enthralled crowds every night, leaving defenders in the dust as he made his way to the hoop. He was just as dangerous without the ball in his hands as any player in the league. Iverson invented a move known as the Iverson cut, in which he would cut his defender between 2 screens, receive the pass, and have the choice of shooting, assisting, or advancing to the basket. He improved as a scorer in the 2000s by using these tools. Number 2. Kevin Durant. In an old episode of Serge Ibaka's show, Kevin Durant was interviewed by Serge, and the subject of Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook came up. When asked by Serge Ibaka who he thinks was the better of the 2 point guards, Kevin Durant paused for a moment before answering. He said, "It's no secret that I spent a significant portion of my NBA career playing with these 2, so it's no secret that I'm in a prime position to share my views on such a question. It is a reality that Russell is not the finest shooter of the basketball. He even acquired the term Westbrook in many circles. Steph Curry, he shoots the ball better, that is no surprise." A possible interpretation of Kevin Durant's comparison of Steph Curry to Russell Westbrook based on the latter's shooting prowess is that Durant admires Curry's shooting skill. KD might have included some other facets of Steph's game to back up his claim that Steph is the superior player, but instead he focused solely on Steph's shooting. But, as we all know, KD rarely misses an opportunity to throw some shade at his former teammate Russ. Number 3. LeBron James. The NBA legend and current Lakers superstar LeBron James also shared his thoughts on Stephen Curry. Many of you already know that Steph Curry is currently 3-1 in the league versus King James when they meet in the NBA Finals. In 2015, Steph Curry and the Warriors won the title, and in 2016, LeBron James and the Cavaliers came back from a 3-1 deficit to claim victory. It is said that Draymond cried to Kevin Durant in the parking lot, prompting Durant to join the Warriors. In the subsequent years, 2017 and 2018, they went on to win the titles. Okay, now let's get back to what LeBron said about Steph. At one point, some wondered if Steph Curry could have made it in the NBA in the 1990s. LeBron James took to Twitter and tweeted, Even if basketball was played in a different age, Steph Curry would be a great player. I find that to be a very enthusiastic observation. Don't get me wrong, there's no shame in appreciating another player's work. When Stephen Curry shot the game winner from half court, LeBron James took to his Twitter and tweeted, "As a shooter, Steph Curry is beyond absurd. Nothing like this has ever happened in basketball before." I guess I don't need to pry into LeBron's thoughts on Steph anymore. It is clear LeBron has a ton of respect for Steph, as does most of the league. Number 4. Russell Westbrook. The majority of you would have unfavorable ideas about the statements we're about to make, and we can't blame you for thinking low of Russell Westbrook. He doesn't have the best reputation for likability among NBA players. Russell and Steph are never going to be best friends, but it's not as horrible as you might expect. These two have had a lot of battles since entering the league and have often been compared to one another. A few years back, a reporter questioned Russell Westbrook regarding his opinion on whether or not Steph Curry could be considered an underappreciated defender during the Western Conference Finals. Russell didn't provide a direct response, but his body language said a lot. Russell was so amused by the question that he was speechless. Some people might see this as disrespectful, while others might see it as being a competitive player. In the past, when asked who he would have chosen as the NBA's MVP if not for the Warriors, Steph Curry claimed he would have gone with either James Harden or Russell. After hearing Steph's response, which Russell was not particularly fond of, he said, "I really don't care. Who is he anyway, regardless of what he says?" Russell, seriously, who is he? Number 5. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is currently ranked as one of the top 15 or 20 players in the NBA. Butler's stock has risen significantly in recent years after he joined the Miami Heat, leading the team deep into the playoffs since arriving. Jimmy is a skilled defensive player, but there are a few players who challenge him on that end of the court. Steph Curry is one of those players. When questioned about the reasons he believes Steph Curry to be such a challenging opponent, he stated that Steph is a generational talent and that he can legit shoot the ball from anywhere on the court. I mean, how do you guard a guy when you're sprinting back on defense like, I can't let him get to his spot? Then you realize that it doesn't matter because wherever he is, he's already at his spot because he can shoot and hit from anywhere. He also acknowledged his shooting ability and range and said he has the ultimate green light too, and he doesn't abuse it. He's not out there just jacking up shots, he's super calculated. Sometimes he barely even crosses half court and pulls it. And for anybody else in the league, that's a bad shot. But for him, it's a good shot. It's routine. Throw in the fact that if you try to press up on him and contest his shot, he has the ability to blow by you and get to the rim, or to distribute the ball and get his teammates involved. A guy like Steph is about as unstoppable as it gets in this league. He's a special talent. And what do you guys think? Do you agree with these opinions? Is Stephen Curry a formidable player like most of them said? I would love to hear your opinion, so please let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing NBA content.